For the very latest news from Thailand, this is the Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. If you could like and subscribe, well, that would be amazing. Thank you so much.
Major city elections in both Bangkok and Pattaya saw voters heading to the polls despite wet weather for much of the day. Up for election were the mayorships of both cities, along with key positions within their respective city administrations. As tradition dictates, a 24-hour alcohol ban was in force to ensure voters cast their ballots with clear heads, and there were no reports of any problems at the many polling stations. By late yesterday evening, it became clear that the current city heads in both Pattaya and Bangkok had retained their offices, with Kun Chachat exhibiting a strong performance as Bangkok voters overwhelmingly electing him for another term as Bangkok governor, leaving his opponents far behind. In Pattaya, the current mayor too romped home ahead of the competition. Diligent officers at Bangkok's Suvarnabhumi airport quickly prevented the escape of a 46-year-old Australian following the alleged murder of a teenage girl in Pattaya. The weekend saw police and forensic teams working around the clock after the suspect, identified as Simon Carman, allegedly confessed to killing the 17-year-old, claiming the incident followed an argument over money. Police say the teenager, believed to have been working as a street prostitute, accompanied the man back to his rented room. There, investigators allege, she was strangled before her body was placed in a suitcase and dumped beside the railway road at least a day later. She was identified quickly through her distinctive tattoos after friends reported her missing. Forensic teams sealed the room, while at the same time a full post-mortem examination was carried out in Bangkok. The suspect claims the dispute centered on just 500 baht, money he says he withheld because he was dissatisfied with the services provided. He further insists the strangulation was an act of self-defense after the teenager allegedly threatened him with a knife. Police have yet to confirm whether such a weapon existed or was recovered, and investigators say further forensic examinations over the coming day or two should establish how closely his account matches the evidence. The Metropolitan Electricity Authority spent much of the weekend repairing extensive storm damage in the capital after torrential rain and strong winds brought down dozens of electricity poles, damaging homes, vehicles and power infrastructure. Road closures caused major disruption after power and communication lines were scattered across several main roads. At least 3 people were taken to hospital during Friday's storms. Officials say 89 power poles suffered damage, and while traffic has now largely returned to normal, full repairs are not expected to be completed until the middle of the week. Meanwhile, closer to home, in Nong Pru, a Thai man actually called police on himself after assaulting a Burmese national. According to his statement, he punched the man unconscious before striking him with the handle of a machete after his 6-year-old son claimed the man had made inappropriate advances towards him and had even tried to persuade him to drink alcohol. As mentioned, it was the father himself who contacted police and waited at the scene for officers to arrive. And Saturday night turned out to be one of Pattaya's quietest evenings in quite some time, as the city's nightlife ground to a halt during the election alcohol ban. Police patrols reported very few violations, with bars throughout Walking Street, Beach Road, Naklua and surrounding entertainment areas largely closing for the night. A handful remained open serving soft drinks, but for most businesses it was simply an unexpected evening off. And finally, the weather. If you haven't noticed already, it's another overcast day. Expect cloud for much of today, highs reaching 33 degrees, overnight lows of 27, and a very good chance of rain throughout the afternoon and evening.
Local and national news today from Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or program, like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group by using the link below.